Abby, honey, are you okay?
Morning. I'm sorry about all this mess.
Morning, kids.
Morning.
Honey, I'm headed to the office. Have a good day.
You know I will.
So guys, I was reading an interview with The Advocate where Clea talked about how when someone comes out, it's not even necessarily, this is what she said, when someone comes out, it's not even necessarily just about the person coming out, it's about a tree, like its branches splinter off and it's part of other people's journeys. So I was wondering how you guys thought sort of your characters were affected by Harper sort of coming out in this movie. Mary, maybe you can go first.
I feel like it's in some ways the beginning of Tipper's life. I feel like that singular moment of courage shakes her to her core. And someone who has only been focused on really external things and this silly quest for her idea of perfection is a little bit, it's a new beginning for her. And it's actually a chance for her to look at the things she cares about and all the things that she's been making a part of her life that she doesn't care about. So I think it's that real act of bravery that inspires everyone.
Alison, what about Sloane?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think it clearly inspires Sloane to, speak her own truths about herself and her life. And I also think it connects her with her sister more, who she's obviously been so competitive with her whole life. And, even in this movie, I think obviously Sloane's very flippant about Harper's coming out at first, in that she is the catalyst for it, only through the lens of being so competitive and wanting to spill a secret to their parents. And I think she immediately regrets it and feels, terrible for outing her sister before she's prepared. And then in that way, it connects her with her more, where she really wants to protect and be an ally to her sister moving forward and show that they've all been hiding parts of themselves from their parents.
I was reading another interview where Mackenzie Davis said that she feels like Harper's parents are the kind of people that need to have a gay child to support LGBTQIA rights, which is something I think about a lot, especially around elections, where it's but how do people not support this? If you know people, then you realize people are people, and then you support them. You know what I mean? So I was kind of wondering what you thought about that, Mary, and sort of how you think it sort of relates to people today.
It does seem like something that you should be able to understand without it being in your family. But for many people, they just don't have the experience or the language or the understanding. And it doesn't mean they're not capable of it, but somehow there are still people that really struggle with this. And I did the movie Philadelphia, and one of the things that was very heartening about doing that movie is all the people that came up to me over the years that told me they came from a very conservative family and that they were struggling to embrace their gay son, or their son in one case that I remember that had AIDS, and that movie modeled a family for them that they saw and understood, and that they, in this one case, this woman said, and because of that film, we were with my brother when he passed. And she said we wouldn't have been. He took us to see the movie in hopes that we would see a family that embraced their gay son. And so sometimes I think movies can be powerful in that way. And this movie doesn't have a hit you over the head message. It's really as much a holiday movie and a rom-com and a joyful movie and a funny movie. But I do think it has a beautiful, emotional little soul to it.